Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time. Well, after that gigantic suckfest, we've gone from perfect run to sudden death, so let's see if I can redeem myself a little bit this time around. Yeah. I do feel like those last two matches were pretty rough. Like, more that they were hard matches than I screwed them up. But we'll see what the comments think. The second game, I don't think there was much I could have done with my hand. I could have played more minions early on. Would they have gone better? Not significantly, and I still would have got stomped when I ran into all that guy's high casting cost stuff. The mage was, I don't know. Sure seemed like I was doing a pretty good job all the way along. When I stalled out, he got up closer in life total, but he had the Pyromancer, so he was playing to a different win condition than I was. That made it harder. Wait time 13 minutes? Hold on. Why is there wait time of 13 minutes? Okay. I don't know what it's talking about. A little messed up. Sorry, I'd have to sit here for 10 minutes and then edit it later. It's almost worse. More editing is not my friend. Okay, starting hand Flame Cannon is fine. We don't want him. I think I'm going to keep these guys. I mean, I have just as good a chance of drawing cheap stuff as overpriced stuff next. He's cheap stuff. Of course, if I get a secret to go with the Illuminator, it'll probably be so early in the game that I won't gain any health from it. But, I do have the coin for once. I could coin and shoot that, but it's pretty silly since that thing's purpose in life is to die. Of all the things that interact and buff or interact with beasts, there's not a lot he can do with it at the 2-mana stage that I would care about. Okay, so he's got that. It's not ideal. If I play him, the coin will, like, kill that, but I don't know. I guess I'm just going to shoot that guy. I don't know what the secret is. It's quite possibly a snipe. Maybe I should have just put out the Pyromancer, but it just... I got stuck in that mentality. I should have put out the Pyromancer, actually. I got stuck in that mentality where it's like, no, I got the coin in my hand. I could do something where I use the coin to do damage with the Pyromancer. That was dumb. I should have just played him. So I think that's probably a snipe. I'm going to coin out the Rockjaw Trog, and then he's going to almost die. But I'm still going to choose him over the other ones, because he's only going to almost die. Oh, what a surprise. So it's unfortunate he is going to get killed by a crab. But, I ate the snipe and still going to eat his minion, so it's bad, but it could have been worse. Cobra, a little early game for the Cobra, but okay, I'll just not play a gigantic minion as if I had a choice. I could actually Flame Cannon that and then play the Pyro, so I think I might do that. Probably a waste of a Flame Cannon, but remember, I do have 2 more of them in there, and of course I've got a Polymorph in my hand, so I'm actually doing okay for removal. For removing things that I do not like. Oops. Didn't attack and kill this guy. Could try to duplicate the Pyromancer. Probably not the ideal play. I could play her and a duplicate and gain 4 life. So that is actually an option. Actually, I can Arcane Intellect and then shoot this guy. So that's about the best. Efficient use of cards. Keeps my Pyro alive, does some damage. We got a handful of cards, but not so full it's exploding.
the light.
My shield.
Well, that's somewhat unfortunate. Okay. Well. I could play her in a duplicate. It's just like, do I really want to duplicate her? Yeah, it gave me 4 life. It'd be a good short-term play, but I don't think that's so great. I think I'm probably better off... So I could do this and the Fairy Dragon. Fairy Dragon just gets killed, though. So I think I'm going to do the Sunwalker. Although I could do this and then shoot that. I like that play, actually. Sets me up better. This might not actually get killed because it's such a pain to kill it. He might go for more damage, and then I could play the Sunwalker and get control. Or he might just play a Frozen Trap and bounce my guy, of course. Well, let's find out. Freezing Trap? No way! Is it still the best play? Probably. We played 2-cost guys who were very good 2-cost guys, but I still get my face beat in. I'll play the Sunwalker. If he has a deadly shot, then I'm taking a lot of damage and I'm going to lose unless I get Flame Strike. You know, take it in the face. You are ahead on damage and you are a hunter, so that's not an unreasonable decision. Wow, you would rather lose that than your 3-2 taunt? That is kind of crazy to us. Okay. Again, she's not what I want to duplicate, but I'm thinking of doing that anyway.
Embrace the light.
I want that life. Do I want that or the Goblin? The Goblin's not going to get duplicated, but whatever. It just gains me 4 right away. She's not a great target to duplicate, but that life is okay. She's still not very expensive, and if my opponent's out of cards, that might work out for me. Ooh, he's big. Unleash the Hodor. Ow. You're going all offense, which, I mean, you're a hunter, so that makes some kind of sense. Although you didn't trigger my secret, so I just have to keep her alive, and she's going to heal me for 4, which is pretty darn strong. And a Cone of Cold. Awesome. We like that plan. Plan Cone of Cold. Plan Surrendertron. If I shot that first, this would have been cheaper, but oh well. Nah, there's no advantage to doing that right this second. He's frozen. I can shoot it next turn. Make this cheaper, because I forgot to do it that time. 1 mana probably wouldn't actually help me much. Okay. Again, not a great thing for me to have duplicated, but he's got to use his Desperation, Unleash the Hounds, which looks really strong, just to reduce my killing ability slightly. That's stupid that taunting like 1 cost on his turn and then like whoosh, springs back. Okay. Care to surrender now? Or are you going to hope for a lucky misdirect? Shoot me, play a secret, and if one of these guys got misdirected into me, then I think you'd probably still lose, but you could try. Okay. So that was better, although again, you gotta take your wins and losses and start looking at, like, how much of it is the matchmaking? How much of it is I lost 2 in a row and I'm now sudden death, so it didn't give me the same caliber of opponent as the previous 2 matches, which kicked my ass? I'd like to know if the matchmaking takes into account anything outside of the arena. It feels to me like the arena should really only sort of count what happens in the arena, but I can see why you might want to count, especially for the first couple matches, why you might want to count the other performance on the account. It seems like after the first match or something, it should really just go off your record in the arena and just be comparing to other people's records in the arena. That's how I think it would go, but I have no idea how it actually goes. Yeah, I guess we're keeping that. Maybe the Mana Wraith will hose this Warlock, although I don't have the coins, so something tells me I'm going to get hosed first. Especially sucks not having the coin to go with the Pyromancer, although I think last game I almost screwed up because I held off to make a coin combo and it was silly. I should have just played him against the 1/1 Spider. There was no particular drawback. Yoo-hoo. I believe that was another video finished compiling in the background. Okay. So I could flame cannon that guy. Does seem a little excessive. The Mana Wraith's not going to work against him, though, that's for sure. We're just going to play this. It's fine. Wow, you turned a shoe into a shoe. That's some pretty impressive teleportation. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Could have been worse. Exactly. It was hard for it to go too wrong, but once that one shot hit that guy, if the second one had hit him, then it would have gone wrong. Flame cannon that guy. I mean, if I play a Mana Wraith, he just has control over whether it works or not anyway. But I'm going to get behind if I just Arcane Intellect. So I think we're going to play the Mana Wraith. Force him to either trade his better minion or not play like a 4-mana minion. Or have a pretty hard time playing 2 cheaper minions. Probably trade, play something. I don't know why I was thinking 4-mana minion. He already used his coin, but still. He can't use his full mana for casting a minion. Really? I guess he didn't have anything better to do with his turn, because otherwise he could have traded this and done a 3 drop. But doesn't look like that's what he had. Okay. So I'm taking the damage. I got a handful of flame cannons. I'm going to probably want to Arcane Intellect next turn, although maybe playing this guy. I don't know. Without support from his hand, the Water Elemental is clearly going to stomp the Mad Bomber. He could hit me for 3 and I'd be down to 23 already, so even if I did that exchange, not necessarily be in the best place, you could draw a card. Ah, damn it. Well, that's unfortunate. That's also unfortunate, because he just has to get lucky to kill this guy. I might Flame Cannon him. I'm going to Arcane Intellect. Flame Cannon. I'm not down that far in health. I'm 2 cards ahead, remembering it's his turn, so whoever's turn it is always has an extra card. Never mind, it's catching up rapidly. Okay. It is a pretty good target to Flame Cannon. I won't be able to do much else with my turn if I do that. I think I've got a Flame Cannon him, though. I think it's a bad idea otherwise. I'm going to do that, and then Mirror Entity or Duplicate. That is a hard choice. I think I'm going to play the Duplicate, because it'll, with an empty board, I think he's more likely to suspect the Mirror Entity. And play something small.
The light protects me.
Yeah, yeah. He's like, well, crap, now I don't know what your secret is. And I'm like, well, crap, that guy's pretty effective. So, would I rather duplicate Rockjaw Trog or the Booty Bay Bodyguard? The Bodyguard is slightly larger, sort of, although he's tougher, he can get buffed, he penalizes my opponent for spells.
What to do? What to do?
I could do him and shoot her, which is pretty good. Or I could do him and then play the Mirror Entity, which is also pretty good. I think I'm going to do him and the Mirror Entity. Yeah, we're going to see. It's a lot of secrets, it gets very annoying for the opponent, but annoying does not translate into victory necessarily. So we're going to see how this goes.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
That's unfortunate.
We must cleanse
Double unfortunate.
the Sunwell.
Now, a handful of these guys is good. I'm not complaining about that. So I think what we're going to want to do is Cone of Cold these three. Gets rid of her bubble. I guess I could leave her bubble. Like, is it that big a threat? Because Cone of Cold would stop him from attacking. I don't know what's coming out of this. Well, let's do it that way. The egg. Not necessarily ideal. This.
Push forward.
Drawing the Flame Strike would be nice. So if I could crack the egg first, it would be awesome. Oh, boo! Silence that and get a free kill. Damn.
For the crusade!
The Flame Strike would still be good, but not as good as hoped. And I don't have it anyway. So, kill something, reduce this to 5 mana. Then I could play this and this, or I could shoot something else. This is pretty rough. I gotta tell you. They're not exactly going my way. I think I'm gonna kill this, even though I'm gonna get like hit by the 1/1 with the bubble. It's kinda unavoidable. I really should have Flame Cannon first if I was going to, because then it would have less chance of hitting the egg. If it hits the egg, that's bad. The thing is, hitting these guys is not even that worthwhile, so that's why I wasn't thinking of doing it. So I shouldn't.
What to do?
Yeah, play him. He's just a 6/4 though. He'll just get killed. I might as well play the Bodyguard. Shoot off that bubble for sure. Yeah, I'm just gonna play her. This is not going to work out very well, though. This exchange is going to go downhill. I predict he will get very small on my opponent's turn and then get large and then get expensive again.
So many possibilities.
He's probably annoyed that he had to use his Sun Fury on not the egg. He did trade her. That could have been worse. Hellfire is not good, though. That leaves a lot of stuff alive, and even if I shoot this, the Flame Cannon might still miss.
For the crusade!
Oh, god damn it. He's probably annoyed because I'm a mage and I'm like, can pick away all his guys, but it's not working out well for me. How far behind am I going to be if I Arcane Intellect? Thing is, if I just play a couple guys, they're going to lose, so I'm going to try an Arcane Intellect. The Sunwalker, slightly better. You know what? Actually, this guy is what I need. Need that right now. The extra ping is doing good.
Locked and loaded.
Yeah, eat that piece of crap. Flame Cannon is like 1 in 3. But I'm going to need that mana next turn. If it kills this, it's not that bad, because then it can't just trade with my Rifleman. I do have more cards. It's fewer things to pop her bubble, right? Just don't hit the 1/1. Okay. You know, like, when I decided to play the card, obviously I knew that was a possibility, but it just didn't seem likely. It seemed like, how am I wasting this card? But I will take it. You sniper flame cannon. That is fine.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
Okay. Not great, but I'll take it. Now I get a polymorph. That is not necessarily useful, but this is useful. I'm really tempted to play him, but I'm getting ahead on cards here. Sort of. I mean, it is a warlock, so I'm not really getting ahead on cards, but I'd rather take that guy down so that there's not enough firepower out there to finish her. Which I guess technically there wasn't, but we know things can come out of the hand, right? It's just harder for him to deal with her with these 2 guys than with the 3. Oh, god damn it. I'm so glad I shot one, but like, goddamn card drawing crap. Very irritating. So many cards, just when I was starting to feel like I was getting ahead. Stupid Trog. Okay. And a worm. Not the ultimate power card. So, thinking kill Trog. Polymorph that. That doesn't really get me anywhere, does it? If I kill Trog, this is down to 5 mana, though. So I would be able to polymorph and play this. The thing is, that would still kill this if I polymorph. That is very annoying. If I polymorph it, though, the Trog gets bigger, so that's going to not work out great. I mean, this thing really needs to die. It's not especially optional. So I think I'm still going to...
Justice shall prevail.
Oh, doing it in that order? I'm an idiot. Wow, so dumb. There too many back and forths, but like, that was stupid. Board control, but I mean, he's got all the cards. It was really dumb. The problem is, if I polymorphed it first, then I would lose this guy to kill the Trog. So, like, the point of polymorphing that guy was get rid of his ass and not give him extra cards, which I totally failed, obviously. Should just let there be a 3/3 Trog. That's what I should have done. Just polymorph it, kill the 1/1, get this guy out. Second Soul, that took most of his mana. The 3 life, not that big a deal. Big Game Hunter, nothing. That could have gone so much worse. I am fine with the way that turn played out. Just gonna go like this. Let's see what happens. Because he can't kill this. Now, if he does kill this with a spell, then this can kill my Volcanic. So that was actually probably dumb to leave him alive, but... Okay. And then what? That part was according to plan. The question is, what's next? Oh, that is not according to plan. My polymorph is gone. Something... I was just thinking, like, I have not seen this guy in like a million games, have I? Okay, well... We're gonna be shooting the bubble. We're gonna be playing him. Behold! And we're gonna be playing him. The question is, So my opponent's at 17. Do I hit him for 11, or do I kill that and hit him for 4 and have board control? I don't think he's unlikely to kill me in one turn, unless his hand is completely full of, like, power overwhelmings and stuff like that. Not impossible, though. 7, I'd be down to 11, so he has to have 11 damage out of his hand. Doomguard and a power overwhelming, or 2 power overwhelmings, or a power overwhelming and a soul flame, or whatever is not enough. He would have to have, like, all 3 cards be crazy instant atomic damage. So I think if I just hit him, it's going to be harder for him to come back. If he has another void, then, like, what was I going to do? It may have been a mistake, though, not to kill that. Yeah, that's not actually an issue unless you can stop a lot of this stuff. Okay, that did reduce my hit point. Wow, seriously? Okay, well, apparently I should have killed it. I mean, I can still kill it, but that was pretty bad. He was a second big game hunter. Like, his deck's stacked with big game hunters now. Boulder Fist is good. Not complaining about the Boulder Fist. The thing is, hitting this guy does not do me a lot of good. Not hitting him seems dumb, too, though. Like, there's no winning. I don't think attacking him does me any good. Damn it. This is totally about to turn around in a way I don't like. He only has 6 life. He can't draw too many cards with it, but he sure has a hand. He's like 10 mana. He's got a bunch of cards that I don't have. The fact that that hit the second big game hunter was a little bit of a surprise. If I psychically knew that, then obviously I would have traded the thing. But, so that's not good because it's big. Although he had the worst possible random from that. It's hard to find a 1-cost minion that you want to give your opponent on your turn less than this guy. No overload. He's a 3/1 Wind Fury. That is not what you expect to give your opponent when you play this guy. But it was always a possibility. Wow. That is a lot of firepower. I need to draw something that'll get me through him. Well, that's actually... in this particular circumstance, that is also actually pretty good. Like, he got screwed on these. But I have to find a way to kill through him without this. It's not going to happen. I don't have... my polymorph is gone. Wow. Yet he's good. Not going to be able to get through, though. Okay, so if I used him to kill that, my first thought is use these 2 guys and shoot to kill that. Then we've got the 1/2 poop, hit it with him. He can still survive one of them, so he's not in a bad position. That's not doing any damage to my opponent, though. Another possibility is I use him to kill that. So he'd be down to 4 health. He'd be within range of killing from one of those. But there's a 1/2 there. I could hit it, shoot it, hit him for 3. And I would still have... I think that's actually better, isn't it? I've got a lot more firepower out. It makes me more vulnerable to, like, a Hellfire or something. But he really has to stop all my stuff. And he uses Sludge Belcher already, which is, like, pretty strong. It's gotta be... you'd think it would be hard for him to stop all this stuff. And also, if he draws a card, he dies. Because I'm a mage. He has to instantly kill me or gain life. Yeah. That was rough, though. Okay, so managed to claw my way back up to 5 wins, which, based on where I was before last video, seemed like a not unreasonable total to get to. So this is okay. I got my way back up. I'm no longer going to be incredibly pissed off at this run. So the question is, how much farther can I get in Sudden Death next time? If you enjoyed this, please activate the like button and check out Tales from My D&D Campaign on youtube.com/demonac.